And we're live. Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. Welcome to our weekly live stream. And yes, if things look a little different or weird than normal and we're on a different time, that's because I am flying solo tonight. So I decided let's do Wednesdays. Wednesday's just a little bit more convenient for me solo. So that's how we're ripping it today. But the show goes on regardless. Got Jack in the house. Cheers, man. What's up? Nice to see you. What are we drinking today? Or are we drinking? Just hit 5 o'clock my time, so I'm just about to get into a pour before I get this live stream started. No. We'll do this, I guess. Oh, shit. This is me realizing I'm not prepared for this live stream at all. I have no glassware whatsoever. Not a single one. So bear with me, guys. I apologize. Yes, I'm a nightmare. Dear Lord. Bear with me. Okay, and now we are good. Kinda. As good as we're gonna be tonight. Nothing in my hand yet. Shots. Yep. Doing shots tonight. Chugging whiskey. So just like every other day we would normally live stream, at this point I would usually be like, hey, what's been new? What have you been drinking? But like honestly, the only thing for me that's like new that I've been massively drinking recently is this Evan Williams 1783 and kind of the inception of this live stream. So coming up with ideas and whatnot of what were we going to live stream about today, or I guess me solo. So I had a little free reign. I had, a little freedom to decide what I wanted to, live stream. What did I want to talk about? I have a huge whiskey collection of whiskey that I can just kind of figure out. So I decided I've been loving this Evan Williams 1783, and I kind of wanted to compare it to some lesser known fantastic budget pours. So all of these bottles we have here today are basically budget pours. They're all sub $30, and I think they're all great on their own. I haven't kind of compared them to each other, but these are kind of lesser known, not huge hot topics like Knob Creek, Wild Turkey 101, Old Forester 100, Buffalo Trace. Like they're not everyone's go-tos or anything like that. The only one that I would say that's like a little bit more known than most is Elijah Craig small batches. But to be fair, everyone only talks about the Elijah Craig, not the Elijah Craig small batch. And I feel like it's underrated because of that. It's a fantastic budget pour that no one talks about. So we're going to get into a live stream to kind of blindly taste test these, see which one I like best. So in today's live, we have the Evan Williams 1783, Elijah Craig small batch, good old Dickel 8-year-old bourbon. Just recently got this about a month or so ago, and it's interesting. By far my favorite Dickel I've ever had, but I'm still kind of torn about it. I like it, but I think at $30 there might be better options, and honestly that's also kind of why it's in here, because I think it's a good budget pour, but we're gonna see does it stand up to the rest. Kind of same with this, the Smoke Wagon. Love the Smoke Wagons, love the Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. This is their like budget-ish version, and the only reason I got this was because the patriotic symbolism for the 4th of July, and because, well, you gotta try whiskey to find out if you like it or not. So I won't be buying that again, but their Uncut Unfiltered, it's pretty fantastic. And then the Davies County Straight Bourbon Whiskey 96 proof. So these are all sub $30 bourbons that I think are pretty good. They might not all be like rebuys because you only need so much $30 bourbon, But what's going to be the best of this list? So I'm going to get caught up on chat really quickly. Yep, we're taking shots. I was wondering when someone was going to bring that up. Yeah, Mr. Great Shot in the house. Cheers, cheers. Nice to see you. That 1783 is pretty awesome for the price. Yeah, it's like $20, and it's out of all the ones that were on my $20 list, this one's actually $20 in most markets. So I'm pretty confident with saying that it's a freaking killer because it's a killer and our price point for $20. So it's for sure a killer and like everyone else's, at least in my opinion. I came because the George Dickel thumbnail. My local Walmart has it and wondering if it's worth 28 bucks. I would say loosely, yes. Yes. Um, right now, I'm kind of in the baseline of do I need it though? I mean, I like you never need more bourbon per se, but do I really need another $30 bourbon? I I don't know. I haven't put it up against anything. I like it. I don't love it, but again, it's a 8-year-old 90 proof $30 product. Like I've tried 1,000 different products that were like that. Do I think it's a fair price for it? Yes, but I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's kind of borderline. I don't know if it's a need, but if you want it, it's not bad for that price. I guess if that's trying to make sense out of my words, it's not a need, but if it's a want, go for it. Sorry, I'm a mouthful all by myself. Cheers, cheers. Good afternoon and cheers, folks. Nice to see you, Mr. Lopez. I really like the George Dickel 8-year. I think it's fantastic. Not so much for the Davies County. Okay. Yeah, and that's something we might kind of see here. I picked all these two because they're all roughly sub 100 proof and stuff because I didn't want to put these up against 100 proofers and kind of them get like knocked out way easy. So I picked all these and I'm interested to see where the Evan Williams 1783 and the Dickel come out. The Elijah Craig, if it doesn't win, I don't know what I'm going to do because I've done multiple blinds of all my favorite budget, like sub $30 pours. And Elijah Craig's always number one for me, but we will see. We will see. Cheers, cheers, 4-leaf whiskey. Nice to see ya. Nice to see you. By the way, everyone, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, do all those cool YouTube things. Also, go over to 4-leaf whiskey. Go ahead and do the same stuff over there. And bear with me one moment. Mod you all so you can drop stuff in here as you see fit. Other channels, links to important things that are content related, I guess, or conversation related, things of that nature. And drop your links. Drop all the other links of other great YouTube channels that you think people should subscribe to. Do all those cool things. Freaking awesome. Got Top Heavy in the house. Cheers, man. Cheers. Nice to see you all. Okay. I need to get these poured or else I'm going to be talking to myself, or what feels like talking to myself. This is just this whole solo camera live streaming. A little new to me. Feels a little uneasy, but we're going to make it work. So these are relatively blind. Full disclosure, I poured these this morning, wrote them down on a note paper or a piece of notepad, and I've brain dumped them since. So it's relatively blind, but maybe my brain's going to be like, oh yeah, I remember I poured this halfway through. So we will see how this goes. I mean, it doesn't inherently need to be blind. I just kind of wanted to put all these up against each other, and it's easier to be a little bit less or a little bit more objective when things are blind. So I'm getting these record. Yeah, what's everyone drinking tonight? Or have we started drinking tonight? I know I'm going a little bit earlier than normal, so you all might not be drinking just yet. But if you are, what are you getting into tonight? What kind of shenanigans are you getting into? Got Raider Nation. Cheers from AZ, bro. First time I catch you live. Cheers, man. Nice to see ya. Nice to see ya. Alrighty. Okay. So for anyone coming in, we are getting into the live stream flight we have going on. In case if you didn't look at the thumbnail, we got Elijah Craig, Evan Williams, 1783, George Dickel, 8-year-old bourbon, which is weird because they're normally Tennessee whiskey. Got Smoke Wagon, straight bourbon whiskey, and then Davies County, straight bourbon whiskey. And this one's a weird spin-off one. I'm still kind of unsure about this one, so we'll also see where this goes. Again, $30. None of these bottles are bad for like the sub $30 price range, but how are they compared to each other? Could I put them up against my hitters? So without further ado, let's just get into it. On the nose of A. Ooh. Just gotta acclimate to whiskey for a sec. This one's sweet, light, nothing too aggressive. I'm having some scotch right now. Eduardo 10. I've never heard of that scotch. I'm assuming it's a 10-year-old scotch, which I do love me some 10-year-old scotch. Thank you, Hangin' AZ. Thank you for dropping that link. Yep, everyone go ahead and subscribe to Stacy. She's fantastic. I'm drinking some Tullamore Dew Phoenix, but I'm excited to learn about these bourbons. Yeah, Stacy, we need a live stream together someday so I can kind of force you into bourbon somehow. I don't know. I feel like you're missing out, but I'm sure you feel about the same way with me and Irish whiskey because, yeah, I know Irish whiskey's your baby, and I'm like, it's okay. I mean, I like the spot, the little green spot right there. I like that one. But outside of that, that's about it. Michelada at the moment. Are those any good? I've never had one of those. Cheers, Stacy. Yep, Stacy. Sipping Balcones Rumble. Which one's that one? Is that the that's one of their single malts that's like Finnish, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Anything that's Balcones and a single malt, I'm all in on. Except for the which one's that one? I'm thinking trash bag one, but it's like the brush fired one, little tumbleweed or whatever. Like they burnt those. I don't know what it's called. It's a smoky one, but I remember me and Alec tried a sample of that and we disliked that so much. But outside of that, Balcones all the way, except for their bourbon, and I can't speak on their rye, but who knows? I'm learning more about bourbon thanks to Whiskey Tube. Yep, that's where we all start. I mean, I feel like every YouTube channel starts on the whole Whiskey Tube, and bourbon's huge in Whiskey Tube, and we all just start learning things, and then eventually, like you and me, we start a YouTube channel. Same Maker's Cask on a cube in a few. Oh, that's a nice summer pour. Like, because Maker's Mark, it's weeded, it's kind of light, not too aggressive. An ice cube kind of waters it down, like 100 proof in a few minutes, and then it's just a nice cold pour. Nice cold pour. I like this one. This one's super sweet, caramel, vanilla, little brown sugar, nice little apple. It's soft, which, I mean, I'm used to drinking barrel proof bourbon, so all these are going to hit a little lighter. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Independent Joe in the house. Cheers. Cheers. Nice to see ya. It's a wildflower honey turbinad Turbin Ado Sugar and Mission Fig whiskey at 94 proof. Oh yeah, that one's super interesting. I almost bought that, but then I bought their that one right there. It's a single malt pick of theirs, which isn't cheap, but it's probably my favorite single malt of all time. American single malt. Yep. By the way, go ahead and subscribe to Independent Joe as well. Yeah, this one's super light. I'm truly enjoying this. I'm going to go through the noses and then we will go into the palate. Ooh, this one's more fruity, more like red fruit, cherries, apples. Little bit more of like a funky, almost like weeded nuttiness too. Like it kind of has a little bit of like a soury spice going on. Or maybe that's just spice. Like it's heavy dense cinnamon. Yeah, that's more cinnamon than anything else. Mr. Great Shot says the Rumble is quite tasty, but you prefer the single malts. Yeah, there's something about their single malts that are just phenomenal. I need to try their rye still, despite only hearing bad things about it. I want to try their rye just because I'm curious, and I'm the kind of person where I have to touch the fire to learn if the fire burns. So I need to, I need to try it at some point, but I'm for sure 110% Balcones single malts. If you're okay with Texas, if you're okay with single malts, you can't find a better whiskey than that. Unfortunately, American single malts and Texas whiskey aren't always the cheapest, but you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. Thank you, Hanging AZ. Thank you. Yeah, this one just has a lot more. It's denser on the red fruit and a lot more of like a baking spice, cinnamon. Like that rye just like really comes out more in B than A. Yeah, A is a lot more like vanilla sweetness. I'm thinking I'm preferring B more on the nose. American single malt is awesome. Yes. Yes. I honest to God, that might be my new favorite category of whiskey. Like might enjoy American single malt more than bourbon. It's just, I don't have as many because, well, it's hard to find good American single malts around here. Ooh, excuse me. Moving on to C. Ooh. This one's nuttier, little bit of cinnamon, really nice cherries. I think C might be my favorite nose. B and C are close. B and C are close. Not gonna lie. I think going C a little bit more over B, but I like both of them. Yeah, it's like C is a more like tuned up version of B. It's a little bit spicier, a little nuttier, a little more. It smells denser. Heavy cherries. I like C. Let's get on to D. Dang, I am burning through this flight, guys. I do apologize. We got Bad Axe Bourbon in the house. Hey, peeps. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Hanging AZ. Do me a favor. Drop Bad Axe Bourbon's link in chat as well. Go subscribe to him. He's fantastic. And we should be doing, a little collaboration here in the near future. Same with Independent Joe. Got a lot of collaborations planned, like very, very loosely, and I just haven't gotten around to them. Speaking of Joe, hopefully we can do it next week. Hopefully. Hopefully. I'll have to see if Alec can make it work, but we'll see. We'll see. D, lighter, more vanilla brown sugar, very sweet, more of a tart green apple than like a dense cherry. Yeah, D is brighter. C is a little kind of nuttier, thicker, a little bit more of like dark and dense, maybe a little bit of chocolate. Yeah. And then D, it's bright, it's shinier. I mean, on the nose, they're all relatively good. For $30, I'm not disappointed in any of these. And especially with this being 20, I'm 4 glasses through and I haven't found a single one that's disappointing. If I paid $20 for, I would be mind blown. So unless if E sucks, pretty solid nose on that one. Although E is a little lackluster. I don't know, or not. Do you ever have a whiskey where you'll go to smell it and it's so dense that you kind of don't really get anything and it all just like, it's like, bleh. That's kind of how that was. Like the first smell, I was like, okay, there's not much here. And then I spun it for a sec and then I was like, oh, wow, that's a lot. Like E, not bad at all. Got to compare all these. E is definitely the brightest of the bunch. Yeah, I think actually A is a little bit brighter, sweeter. This one's a little bit darker. So I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go here. Wait. Okay, nose wise, I should have brought a piece of paper. Where is the key? Okay, so nose wise, I'm going C, and then I'm gonna go D, then B, E, A. Okay, and that's my order with the noses. So my favorite C, I think C is like it's dense, it's nutty. Then D, there's some like chocolatey notes in there as well. D is a little bit more brighter, more of like an apple cherry, like but like a white cherry almost. Then B is more of like a muted version of C. Yeah. And then A, little bit, or no, correction. E is, it's very bright, very sweet, very vanilla, very soft, like a little bit of a breadiness characteristic, little green apple. And then A, it's kind of the same, but with more vanilla. A is probably by far the most disappointing on the nose. A is just not doing it for me. But I'm also someone who kind of, I go for a spicier bourbon, and A just isn't spicy. It's sweet. I like some aggression. Yep. Evan Williams lower tier products are still really good. Honestly, I'm just a fan of Evan Williams products in general. Larceny grew on me a little bit, so I'm kind of cool with that one now still, but I haven't really had any that I don't like outside of the normal just budget Larceny. That one's like pretty trash. And Evan Williams bottled and bond is like $13 here. So $13 whiskey. It's okay. It's pretty nutty though, not gonna lie. it has some nuts in it. The under 20 choices for good Irish whiskey are much more limited. Yes. Stacy, is there any good sub $20 Irish whiskeys? Yep. Do those things as well. But yeah, I there's not any good sub $20 Irish whiskeys. Is there? I like Green Spot. I keep on saying that as like my like, hey, I'm trying to like Irish whiskey, guys. It's just not easy for me, okay? Okay. I've talked about whiskey for far too damn long to not drink any. So let's go ahead and get on the palate of A. Yeah, and just kind of like the nose, it's very light, light cherry, red apples, vanilla, so much vanilla, and that's basically about it. There's no real spice going on in there. There's no real flavor bursting through. It's pretty just bleh. I mean, it's not bad. It's still better than any sub $30 Irish whiskey I've had. But this stream is not me talking trash on Irish whiskey. That one, it's lackluster compared to the other ones on the nose. I'm thinking A is my least favorite by far. There's like no finish. That's like non-existent. Yeah, not really doing it for me. Not a fan of Redbreast. Are you asking me or are you stating that? If you're asking me, I was cool with Redbreast 12. It's okay. Did it blow my socks off? No, not at all. Not even close. I don't know. I'm just kind of a proof horse, so I kind of need a little bit more of like a proofiness. But like I liked Redbreast. Did I love it? No, not really. But I liked it. It was okay. I just haven't gotten a bottle of it just yet. Red Locks is pretty decent. It's new. They have Noel Sweeney from Colon, and it's right at 20, I think. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Then I still need to check out the whole 2 stacks. I really need to check that out. They make a cash strength. Yes. I haven't seen a Redbreast 12 or Redbreast 12 cash strength, but when I do, I'm likely going to purchase it on spot. Likely. Northwest Bourbon in the house. Cheers. Cheers. Nice to see you, man. Also, do me a favor. Go ahead and, subscribe to Northwest Bourbon. Also, like, comment, subscribe on this video. More people see it. Things of that nature. Thanks, everyone. Cheers. What are we drinking, by the way? Has someone else decided to pour anything? Redbreast Last Tau is pretty tasty. That's a Finnish one, right? How's it like even when Alec's not here, somehow we managed to start talking about Irish whiskey. Why? It always happens. I don't get it. Ooh. Yeah, that's much more complex than A. Yeah. B. It's nutty. It's nuttier. It's pretty nutty. Nutty, cherries, brown sugar, sweetness, vanilla. It's okay. Maybe I shouldn't say it's insanely more complex than A. It's just a different flavor profile. It's more nutty, brown sugar, darkness, where A is more of like a bright vanilla shininess. I think that also might be why I'm not the biggest fan of Irish whiskey too, because Irish whiskey is all very bright vanillas. It's kind of breadier stuff. And I don't typically go for that kind of stuff. I like that rye profile. I'm not a weeder. I'm a rye profile kind of guy. And I mean, I do think all these are rye profiles except for this. I know this stuff, the Davies County, is a blend of rye and wheated mash bills. But, you know, I'm a spice kind of guy. I like something that's a little bit more spicy, cinnamon, maybe a little bit of nuttiness. Thank you guys for posting links. Sipping on a little barrel seagrass. Let it sit for 20 minutes. Nice summer sipper. I'll have to check that out. I haven't really dug into my rye whiskey recently just because it's so damn hot out here. It's so freaking hot, but I might have to do that. It's good. Probably gonna pour some whiskey. I get FOMO if I'm not drinking whiskey and while others sip on whiskey. Yeah, fair enough. That's why I don't like watching any sort of whiskey channels or any sort of whiskey content when I have stuff to do, because it always makes me want to become an alcoholic where it's like, oh, we should start drinking already. It's like, dude, it's 10 a.m. You don't need to do that. But it's like, I need a drink. No, never a great idea. Yeah, that one's nutty, a little bit spicy, brown sugar, cinnamon, cherries, apples. Nothing insane, but nothing bad either. I liked it. Let's get on to C. And C was my favorite, and I can just tell on the nose. C's the one. Oh, yeah. Peanut butter, chocolate. This is for sure Elijah Craig. If C's not Elijah Craig small batch, then I don't know what I'm talking about. This one's, yeah, this is my favorite. It's nutty, cherries, chocolate, peanut butter, brown sugar, little bit of like a nutmeg spice going on in there. It's not cinnamon, it's more of a nutmeg. Hanging AZ says, I broke my liver Sunday night. Same. I've been drinking a little bit too much recently, guys. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty ashamed of it. So we've been taking a few days off. Been sober the last few days, and I'm gonna be sober tomorrow. Working on getting back in the gym, working on focusing on my health, things of that nature. But today, obviously, we're not doing that. We're getting drunk on the internet with y'all. So thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I get a lot of vanilla with Elijah Craig's single barrel. Maybe it might just be compared to the rest of these, because I don't usually get like these super dark flavors on Elijah Craig, but I do think the Heaven Hill flavor profile is kind of the darkest flavor profile here comparatively. So I think that's why it's kind of highlighting those notes. Because yeah, usually I don't get like that heavy like. So Elijah Craig barrel proofs, I get heavy like oak, peanut butter, chocolatey, like it's so dark. But usually the Elijah Craig is kind of like a way low proof down, brighter version of that. But compared to these, those kind of flavors are sticking out a little bit more. And again, this is me just guessing. I could be wrong. This could be Smoke Wagon. I don't think it is, but it could be. Hit me up. I got you. I have quite a few. Take your pick. I got rid of my liver this past weekend. It'd be nice if you could just like swap that out. I mean, I know that's possible, but it's not like easy, you know? It's not like an easy replacement thing, but it'd be like swapping out your car battery. Just, I don't even know if your liver's on that side, but you know, just like kind of pops out. You put a new one in, good to go. Future guys. I mean, I know that's not going to be a thing, but be pretty dope if it was. Yeah. How was Pours in the Park, by the way? I like D too. Ooh, bananas. Hmm. I don't know which one I'm getting bananas off of, but I'm getting bananas on one. Yeah, so D, little nutty, vanilla, bananas, a little bit of like a graham cracker breadiness. Yeah, it's hmm. I don't know which one this is. I've never gotten banana on any of these in previous go throughs, and I'm getting banana on this one now. I'm it's just there. Why? Not a clue, but it's there. Going from Scotch to rye now. Just poured some Angel's Envy rye. Cheers. Oh, that's a great rye. It's so dark and like molassesy. It's like brown sugar molasses. It's so sweet. It's a little obnoxiously sweet, but it's fantastic. That's a Christmas pour for me all the way. I went to Hammered with my homies instead. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Nice to see ya. Bourbon bar in the house. All right, let's go on to E so then I can figure out what the heck I'm drinking. E is soft. It's very vanilla, breadiness. Nice cherry note, though. Nice cherry. Independent Joe says Pours in the Park was awesome. Got to meet a bunch of awesome people like Mojo88, Tim Corney. Awesome, dude. That's freaking awesome. Yeah. Hopefully, I'm hoping by the time next year rolls around, I have more freedom where I can actually do things like that. Or, maybe we need to have like a West Coast, get together, since I know you're in Cali. We got Bad Axe Bourbon in Cali. We got Hanging AZ in AZ. I'm in AZ. Got all sorts of people from the community on this side of town. So Clifton, I know Clifton's over near you as well. So we should do like a West Coast get together. I can drive to Cali. I think my order of which ones I'm gonna go are relatively close. We're gonna do once through just to see, but I'm just thinking here, my nose might match up. Oh, awesome. Yep. Raider Nation's also in AZ. I forgot about that. Jack McKee says yes, West Coast meetup for sure in San Diego. I could do that. Do like a little weekend get together, and would be down to do meetups and share whiskeys. Yep. Email me. Okay. Email me. I live over in Mesa near the Cubs spring training stadium. So You, me, hanging AZ. We all need to do like a local meetup thing. Yes, do it a Cali whiskey meetup would be badass. Yep, we need to get something like that on the books. I'll have to figure some stuff out. I'm actually gonna swap a few things around. Yep. So I'm gonna move some stuff around. I'm gonna go C, D, A, B, E. Okay. So my top two have stayed the same throughout it. C and D are so C is my favorite, D is my second favorite. Nose wise, I went B, E, A, and then palette, I went A, B, E. So I'm gonna say overall, I'm gonna go C, D, B, A, E. Just because I swapped those around a little bit. So time to figure out what we're doing. But before that, I'll get caught up on chat because I fell behind already. I know exactly where you are. I drive for a living, and Mesa, Gilbert, and Tempe are my routes. Yes, we need to for sure do that. October 4th, come hang out with a few channels in Lilith, Chris, as well as hanging AZ. I'll have to talk to you. Let me know what's going on because I could definitely make that happen. As long as I don't have drill or anything like that, I have to put on that little circular hat for the weekend. I'm good to go. And I mean, obviously, I got to get approval from the wife, but if I plan it out a month ahead, it's way easier to figure that stuff out. So October, yeah, we got some time. We can Uber. That works for me. I got a spare bedroom as long as you're cool with cats. I'm in Goodyear, West Valley. Okay, okay, yeah. That's where my parents' in-laws or in-laws, my in-laws live. So I'm pretty familiar with that area as well. South Side, Phoenix here. Okay, yeah, we're all relatively close then. Jeez Louise, come on, StreamYard. Well, StreamYard froze on me. So I'll just read without highlighting. Baddock's Bourbon. There we go. Whenever it is, whenever whenever it is, I'll have drive. No way I'm checking my axe on a plane. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I mean, you guys live in SoCal, right? So that's not too far. I think I could be wrong, like 5 or 6 hours. It's not the best, but it'll work. October 4th, my house. Okay, awesome. Joe, Joe, yeah, hanging AZ. We can carpool to Joe's house. We'll make it work. If we do, AZ has to be fall or winter, surface of the sun right now. Yes, that is very, very true. Very, very true. All right, time to get into the rankings. So overall, got C, D, B, A, E. So C was by far my favorite, followed by D. And then from there, it kind of fell off a little bit. B, A, E were all okay. C and D, truly love those. Truly, I really like C and D. So whatever C and D are, definitely worth buying. Outside of that, it depends on the price point. So let's get into it. Okay. Well, learn some things. So A, Dickel. B, Smoke Wagon. C, Evan Williams. D, Elijah Craig. And then E is the Davies County. So, shit. My favorite for tonight was Evan Williams, 1783, followed closely by Elijah Craig. So, I talked a lot of shit about Dickel and Davies County, which, I mean, those were kind of the ones I was like, I don't really have say. So E shows Davies County. Maybe this isn't worth picking up. I thought it was, but maybe it's time to go with this. This bottle, nah, no. So Davies County is trash. Because it's like $26 or $28 in my area, and it's not great. Yeah, I put it pretty much last. Yeah, that, and then on the nose, this Dickel. Yeah, the Dickel's just not. It's not where it's at. But that Elijah Craig and the Evan Williams 1783 and the Smoke Wagon, good to go. Good to go. For sure. For sure. I wasn't expecting this. Tipsy D's, yes, I do occasionally. I try not to often because that's a slippery slope, but I try not to do it too much. But I usually do it maybe once a week, once every other week. It kind of depends on how the week goes. There's been some weekends where I've done like 2 or 3 in one weekend, so depends on the weekend, I guess. Z-Man is also here in Mesa. He'd be down for a meetup. Yeah, we should, we'll do something. Looking for the Evan Williams. Evan Williams won. I don't get it. Independent Joe says Dickel 8-year is great. Yeah, I didn't like the nose, but I liked the palate. I didn't really like the nose, but I liked the palate. The only one that I can truly say I was like not even remotely interested in was this Davies County. Davies County, not my jam. Dickel 8-year. I mean, it's pretty good. I would say I would say it's comparative to the Smoke Wagon, at least in my realm. Like I put them up like on the same tier of like value proposition wise. This 1783 though, this is so freaking underrated. And I know I put it on first and like I've been like hyping it up. So maybe just because I've been chugging it recently, I've been like heavily into that flavor profile, but this is good. You can't argue with that. This is just quality. This and the Elijah Craig, great. Just great. Evan Williams 1783 is by far the most underrated budget bourbon of all time. I mean, it beat my Elijah Craig. I don't even know what to say. The Davies County is what weeded blend that doesn't hit well with me. Is it a weeded blend or is it I've heard it's a weeded and rye blend, but either which way, I agree. It didn't hit with me. That one's on the chopping block. Throw down your IG. I can't sub to y'all's channels, but I can add y'all on IG. I think if you just look at me on Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans, I might be I think mine's in the description below. If not, then I don't even remotely know what mine is. But everyone else's, if you guys want, go ahead and throw yours down there so you can get some followers. What is up, Bourbon Kingdom in the house? Cheers, man. Nice to see you. If I was in the area, I would come to a meetup. Yeah, you're far out there because you live in. I forgot where you live. I knew at some point, but yeah. I'm still shocked. Evan Williams 1783 is C. I'm kind of torn. Now that I know, I kind of want to put D first, but I mean, that's just my subjectivity coming into play. Bourbon Bar says, has anyone else had Little Book Chapter 6 yet? I reviewed it today for a video and it's literally so good. I'm drinking it currently. I have yet to try any of like the Booker's Little Books, any of those like beam boxed things. I haven't seen any of them ever for a decent price. So I've never picked any of them up. But yeah, I know they should be like around $100, and every time I've ever seen them, they're like 150 or like extremely marked up. So I don't mess with it. I just don't. Raider Nation says I had Little Book Chapter 6. It's phenomenal, phenomenal. Where are you finding your whiskey? Let me know. Let me in on these secrets. Haven't seen it yet in my area. I need to find an Elijah Craig B522. That's my current like hunting down bottle, but we'll see. We'll see how the time goes. So that being said, if we learned anything, it's that Davies County isn't really good. It's okay. And that's insane. So this is 96 proof, where the rest are pretty much all kind of lower proof. I guess Elijah Craig's 94 proof, but I didn't really tell a difference in the proof points. Like they all kind of like, especially with this being such a higher proof point, I would have expected more, but it didn't bring more. So I guess Davies County is next on the chopping block of bottles I'm going to kill to make space for more bottles. But yeah. So what did we learn? Evan Williams 1783 is fantastic. Elijah Craig small batch is fantastic. Smoke Wagon, pretty good. Dickel Bourbon, also pretty good. Davies County, straight trash. 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 Okay, I'm being dramatic, but it's just not that great. So does anyone know, anyone in chat, anyone know what channels are going on next? Because we're going to end this over here around 6 p.m. my time. So anyone know what channels are going on next? Who can I plug? Who can I plug? Raider Nation says Fry's, Costco, Sam's Club, and Total Wine. Yeah, I go to Costco and Total Wine pretty heavily. I don't buy whiskey from Fry's usually, just because Fry's is a little bit more expensive, and I'm a cheap son of a bitch. But I definitely hit up Costco and Total Wine a lot. And I need to start checking out Sam's Club because I know you can buy their whiskey there without a membership. Hot garbage. The Bourbon Bar. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and drop the Bourbon Bar's link as well. Go subscribe to him. He's a fantastic dude. And me just mod everyone. I'm just going to go through and mod everyone who's not a mod because you're all fantastic people. And yeah, post all the links. I legitimately do not care. Bourbon Bar, great stream. Great stream. Thank you, man. Woman of Whiskey goes on at 9 Mountain Time. Total Wine saves me gas. Yep. Certainly Fries have allocated bourbons. Just picked up a Weller 12 for $41. Oh, did you waited in on the lines and stuff? I had no energy to do that. No energy at all. Let me see. I swear there's someone going on. Also, anyone have any suggestions of whiskeys I need to try out or review, or just in general reviews to suggest to me? You know, I may or may not do it depending on if I can find the bottle, if I can afford to pay for the bottle, things of that nature. But any reviews you want me to do, I'm looking for some future content and whatnot. So, you know, anyone want me to do anything? I will make it happen. Okay, I'm not finding anyone here who is going live in the next like what 4 minutes. So, I guess we'll just close it out at that. But yeah, go check out Women of Whiskey's 9 o'clock Mountain Time. They're fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And go subscribe to them. All those things. Yeah, day off, so I had time to kill. Fair enough. Yeah, I did the same thing last year. I think at your fries, the fries over in your area, I did the same exact thing. I waited in line, got a Weller 12. It was cold as shit. And I should have grabbed the stag, but it is what it is. Um, sometimes you got things to kill. Wathans, Wathans. I have no idea what we're talking about. Got Mash and Drum going on next. Are they? Let me see. Am I not subscribed to Mash and Drum for some reason? Mash and Drum. Yes, and how am I not Oh wait, no, I am subscribed. Okay, so we got the Mash and Drum going on next at 6 o'clock. So we're gonna close this up and head out over to them. Um, you know, do me a favor. Once you get over there, tell them I sent you. Let them know that I sent you. But that's going to be a wrap for this video. You should just stay on for another hour or two. I wish I could, but I have things to do and I don't really have an itinerary. At some point, I'm just going to start rambling. I'm just going to start rambling and it's not going to go well. It's just not going to go well. Oh, okay. Wathen's Single Barrel for a review. I've not even heard of them. Let's see. Wathen's Single Barrel. Where's Wathen's out of? Wathen's Single Barrel. Okay. Yeah, I've never even seen this bottle. Pick up out of stock online and store. Kentucky. Each barrel is craftily tended. Okay, so it's just a bourbon from Kentucky. Yeah, I've never even seen this one. But if I do, I will for sure go ahead and pick that up. But that's a wrap for this video. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Go check out all those other channels that came on throughout this live stream. They're fantastic people. So I'm sure they would appreciate it, and I appreciate you supporting them. Also, don't sleep on Evan Williams 1783. This shit is fantastic. But that's a wrap. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.